Hey everyone, welcome to Southern Frugal Mama, and today we are going to be making potted meat, Appalachian potted meat sandwiches. Now this channel is going to be all about trying out recipes and tweaking recipes to make things healthier, and tips on how to save money on groceries and just how to make your dollar stretch. So let's go ahead and we will dive on into the recipe. Alright, so for this Appalachian potted meat recipe, actually I looked this recipe up online. I had a few spare cans of potted meat in my pantry and I really just didn't know what to do. Now I'm from Kentucky, I should know what potted meat is, but I don't think my mom ever fed it to me. Maybe she did and I don't remember. I do think she turned it into a soup, which I'm going to try and recreate sometime. But for this recipe, you're going to need 3 cans of potted meat, which are right here. I've got the Armour, and then I've got a couple of the Aldi brand potted meat. And you're going to need 3 hard-boiled eggs diced up, and a half of a onion chopped. Now, in the recipe, the lady stated that she used onion flakes, but I would rather have a little bit more bite to my sandwich and have some crunch so it's refreshing. And then also, you can use mayonnaise, but I prefer, my family and I prefer Miracle Whip. This is just Aldi's brand of Miracle Whip. But we're going to go ahead and get our potted meat in our bowl right here. And I don't know, am I supposed to drain it? I really don't know. So let's just see what this looks like. I'm going to show you on the camera. This is what it looks like in the can. It's almost like pink jelly. Okay, this will be very interesting. We've got all 3 cans in our bowl. So now we are going to get a spoon. And we are going to go ahead and add our onion and egg. I want this to have more bite, so we're going to mix this in real quick. We're going to mix it all together, and there's a piece of egg that I didn't really cut very well. So let's just mix this, and then we'll add our Miracle Whip. Okay, and the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of Miracle Whip or mayonnaise. So I'm going to go ahead and get my 1/4 cup measuring spoon, and I will will be right back. Alright, so I've got my 1/4 cup of Miracle Whip here. I'm just going to scrape this all off of the measuring spoon. And then we will mix it in. If anybody's had this before, let me know in the comments. I've had a potted meat sandwich, or have you ever snacked on it with crackers? I've heard a lot of people have done that. So now we're just going to mix this in. Mix this in with our egg and potted meat and onion. And I'm going to add some mustard to it. Basically, potted meat is a puree of chicken and pork. Now, I'm going to have to look up what mechanically separated pork and chicken is, but let me get some mustard and then we will let it chill in the fridge, and then I'll put it on a sandwich and you can see the finished product. Okay, so I've got my mustard here. I'm going to add a little bit to it. And we're just going to mix that in. I will leave the recipe down below and the link to the recipe if you're interested in trying this. I'm going to try a little taste of it after I get it all mixed, and we'll see how it tastes. I'm a little bit nervous to try it, to be honest, but we'll see. Okay, it's all mixed in, so I'm going to try a bite. It's not bad. It's really, really salty. So I'm going to add a little bit more of the Miracle Whip. Yeah, you definitely need the relish if you're going to do this because it's super duper salty. So let's add a little bit more Miracle Whip and see if that cuts through the saltiness. The onion and egg is a really nice surprise in this. Okay. That definitely helped. Okay, so I'm going to let this chill. And then I'll be back to put it on some bread and I'll try it as a sandwich. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try this sandwich, and it is literally like oozing out of the sides of the bread. Okay, let's see how this goes. I don't know. It's going to be very, very messy. If you can get past the texture of the mixture, then it actually tastes pretty good. So I'm going to give it another taste. And it is very messy. The tomato and lettuce definitely help. But if I were to eat this again, I would definitely have it with crackers. It's just too much for a sandwich. Now, if you were raised on this may be something that you're used to, and it may not be that nasty to you, but I gave some to my kids. I'll let them try some. They immediately stuck their nose up at it, so anyways, I'd have to give this a 3 out of 5 for texture and for taste, so thank you all for watching, and I will be back soon with a new video.